Those cups.
All right, welcome back. We find ourselves in the abandoned inn in Caer Konig. You guys have just finished defeating 6 Dwergar that had taken up residence here in the inn that you guys decided to also take up residence in. You guys had made your way up to Caer Konig, tried to find a place to stay. Ended up going to the local inn. I tried to go. Ended up going to the local tavern, the uphill climb. Tried to find lodging, of which you guys found that the Denev's Rest was closed. You guys went over to the Caer and attempted to try and see if you could find lodging there for the night, which you were probably told to fuck off. Trying to charm them to let you guys in, unsuccessfully. Taran ultimately said you guys should head back to the tavern, bought some firewood, had some food, and went over to the abandoned inn to try and just kind of bunker down for the night before making your way up to Caer Konig, and ultimately trying to find Garrett in Kelvins Cairn. And so as you guys took up a rest, started to light a fire, Taran and Alice went exploring the rooms to make sure that there was no one else hiding in the inn. And Taran, in one of the last rooms, found a small little box and was about to touch it before he took a war pick to the dome. And quickly, the number of Dwergar increased from 1 to 6 as these Dwergar increased in size and decreased in size. Ultimately, you guys, the rest of the group downstairs, heard the commotion upstairs and ran up, and a combination of everybody working together with Dapos casting spiderweb. You guys caught one of the Dwergar in the web, and Quixotic took a couple of quick shanks of psychic damage. As the Dwergar, as a small Dwergar, knifed you in the abdomen. Ultimately, you guys finished off the Dwergar, left to explore their cache of supplies that they had left there. You guys found a little bit of gold, a small pouch with little kind of darkened glass looking pieces, and Taran ultimately broke open the small wooden box displaying a handful of similar dark glass shards. And we pick up with Taran kind of picking up the glass to kind of look at it and kind of identify what it is, as Quixotic is casting Identify on it. So that's what we're picking up. And Quixotic, as you cast Identify, you get a strong aura of
look at my phone.
I'm gonna find my a strong kind of aura of evocation magic coming out of this these glass pieces, but it's nothing. The objects are magical, but there's nothing specific.
Like they don't do a thing; they're just magical.
Yes.
Hmm.
Well, I'm holding one. I'm looking at it. I'm like, stomped on that box and look at this.
Well, yeah, and we found a bunch more over here. Jinkies.
Could you take a closer look and see what I might be able to uncover to what they could be used for?
Yeah, make me a history check.
What is it made out of? Is it glass? You said?
It's a dark glass.
Weird.
Darkened glass.
It's like a darkened looking glass type material.
Okay.
So if it's the wand of identified, so it says I should learn its properties and how to use them. So if it has no use, then that's fine.
All right,
But
so you didn't cast Identify.
don't we have the? Oh no, it's detect magic. You're right. It's the wand of detect magic, not identify.
Yeah.
Grr,
Well,
grr.
I can cast Identify ritually, so
Okay.
yeah,
I
we've
see,
got
I
both
see.
covered.
It's got
I'll rope it up
evocation
for a half
magic.
hour.
Since
All right.
Gerard is holding one, I ask if it feels cold.
I wouldn't know. You hold it.
Does
If it feels
Um,
normal, does it feel warm, Colin?
Yeah, right.
Tehran, does it feel warm?
Pretty neutral to me.
I feel nothing.
So with 24 history,
Okay. Monty, you would know with a 24 history that this material is known as Shardwin.
shard what?
There's a-
Was something like ringing in your ears?
Something was ringing in my ears.
Couldn't hear for a
Catch
second.
that.
You would know this material as Shardwin. Chardalyn.
Chardalyn.
Shardalyn.
Is that a mineral?
It is a crystalline substance that over the years, over the centuries, is known amongst the people who know what it is and who have studied it, of which there are not very many. But your time up here in 10 towns, you would know that it is a material that is that can be used to absorb certain magical spells, and is a relatively powerful magical, essentially absorber / amplifier of magic.
And how many did we find total? I have 2 marked, but there were a bunch in the box as well, apparently.
There were 2 kind of smaller ones in the pouch that you had found, and in the box there were 4 smaller pieces and 2 larger pieces.
All right, I share. And then I go ahead.
Kohi, are you able to speak with the dead today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a 3rd level spell open. Yeah. I can revivify somebody.
No.
No. It's like talk to the dead.
Speak with the dead.
Yeah. Let me just get in there.
I'm excited about being level 9 with this character because I can cast that at will.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I just imagine you it's just like spending your entire time in the graveyard, just like and then what happened? And
No, I'm just
how did you die?
interrogating people, just corpses, interrogating them.
Sitting there with
They're threatening
you know
them
what?
with where
This would
their
be
soul
easier if
goes.
we just kill it first and then I interrogate it. So let's just do that.
That's the plan here. So, Kohi, if you can talk to a dead person, I'm pretty well beat up. If you grab the one that I hacked down before they saw you at all, you could pretend that you finished me off and you want to know why they're here, and maybe by pretending that you killed me, they would be more willing to talk to you. And I'm willing to lay down on the ground and look like I'm dead.
We get 5 questions.
You kind of already look like you're dead.
That's the thing. I don't breathe. I look like I'm dead already, and I'm beat to shit. So if you want to build a ruse around talking to one of the guy that I hacked his head off, I feel like we're in a good spot. You can find out what these are about and why they got them, why they're here. We can find some shit out.
Just the Shardlin stuff was in the box. So that was the idea.
I stopped one open, and was it full of it, or did it have one piece?
It had
It had 4
6
smaller
pieces.
pieces and 2 larger pieces in there.
And we found like everybody had kind of like a bag with some of it in it too. All the corpses.
There's 1 bag with 2 pieces, two
Yeah,
kind of
so-
smaller pieces in it.
So
six
this-
small
this-
ones and 2 big ones.
Yeah. So this ruse would work really well with the one that died very quickly. Doesn't know how many numbers there were, and if you say that you finished me, hopefully with somebody maybe backing you up, because I don't think you're very good at lying. You seem like a very earnest creature,
Mm-hmm.
so you might need someone assisting or backing you up in it. But
have a question very quickly. Do you even have to lie to them? They have to answer your questions correctly,
no,
right?
they don't have. They don't know. They don't have. Well, this is not a game. They do not need to be truthful.
The corpse knows only what to do in life. Answers are brief, cryptic, repetitive. Corpse is no under compulsion to tell truth. If
Okay.
you're hostile to it, or it recognizes you as an enemy. So it doesn't recognize me at all.
Okay.
Yep. It never saw you. It only saw me, and I chopped his fucking head off. So I bet he'd be willing to talk to someone who killed me.
Okay. That seems logical. I got like 9 minutes on this detect magic spell, so I think I'm just gonna wander through the inn while you guys are talking because they don't know how many people are here anyway.
Yeah, maybe everybody else. Maybe one person help him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I'll go with you just to have your
Not
back.
get ambushed again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I also want
I
to.
I'll back you up,
How
Alex.
many HPs do I get?
48.
I was out in the hallway most of the time anyway, so I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got dunked on real fucking hard.
I want to detect if there's any undead within 60 feet of us too.
Okay. So start with that. Kohi, you cast Detect Undead, and you do not sense any other undead aside from your party member.
There you go.
Around you.
Just a glowing red spot in there. Oh, that's right.
kind of glowing spot.
You do
It's
detect.
up in the air a little bit.
Jury's out.
Okay. All right.
And we'll go Quixotic. You
Mhm.
spend the next kind of 9 minutes walking around your detect magic spell up, and there's nothing else that you really find as you go about that kind of sends your senses off as anything magical.
Can anyone
think that-
disguise themselves really well? Sorry, I thought you were done. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you think that all of the magical stuff that the Duergar had was either on them or in the box that they were
So
defending.
So the 4 questions I have right now are: why are you here? Are there any more of you? Why are these useful, and how do we use them?
Maybe not how do we use them. Maybe what is their purpose?
Well, why useful?
Yeah, that's good. Well, yeah, why are you here? Are there more of you? What are these for?
Who do you answer to?
That's true. Yeah. Who do you answer to?
Good one.
Maybe
just get a.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, even if we could just get a name, it's more than we've had to work on.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
could frame it as you're being helpful, like you're sympathetic to underdark people for some reason.
Wait,
So-
wait, I have an idea.
We have one more.
Hmm?
I say we all leave the room and Quixotic comes in here and asks those questions.
well, it can't.
I
The person
could,
who casts the spell has to
But
ask the
no
question.
one. Well, actually, Kohi would know that probably.
I won't. I'm not saying that
You
out of
you
character
wouldn't,
at
but
all.
Kohi might. Or
Yeah.
You
Kohi
can
does, for
volunteer
sure.
if you want, Quixotic.
The stipulation is that he has to ask the question, so someone needs to be helping them. You could look
Because I have to
like one of
hold it.
them. Yeah.
No, I don't have to look like anything.
No, I mean, can you look like one of the most important ones in this room so that maybe you can vouch for him and get more of the answers? But then again, why wouldn't he just ask you? That's the problem.
Yeah.
Look like a dark elf.
I was gonna say I can just look like my base form, which is a native to Underdark.
There you go.
The speak with the dead is it only answers to me.
Yeah,
Right,
that's why you
so-
need just help. So you need to be a form that would be helpful. You
Right.
could be. You could be.
You were tracking us, right? You both
you
were
could be
tracking us.
a heaving, recovering, hurt Durgar, maybe. Like you can't talk or something.
Okay, so 2 people know that I can do this.
The
and
corpse
I'm gonna
can't
start walking
learn
out
new
of the room.
information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events. So
Okay.
it's not going to learn anything by seeing something. It can't.
Oh, in that case, then we'll just ask the questions anyways. Fuck it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but-
Keelan and I red lighted really hard when you were describing what I found. But the other thing I was going to say is while I'm walking around, I'm going to be looking for how they got in because I'm assuming they didn't walk in the front door.
We just need one more question.
What is your
What is your favorite
color?
color? Yeah, that's where I was gonna go.
Well,
Something about
what-
the keep.
We should. Yeah, we should
The
know.
Caer.
Are you the
Speed up
key
a swallow.
master? Are you the
So-
key master?
You
What are the-
posted the key master.
What are the 4 that we had? Like I said, I read
Gatekeeper.
later really hard.
The 5th one can be, not where do you hail from, but do you have a base of operations? Because if there are more, we might find out where it is.
Where do you hail from?
Yeah, where are your
Well,
brethren?
maybe
or
hail
something
from
like
might be a little too general. Like,
that. Where's your party? Where are your brethren?
Where did you come from?
yeah,
Night Joe.
before you arrived here,
My mama.
where did you come from?
He's
maybe.
only gonna give me 1-word answers, so it's got to be.
Is
Plug
it
and
one
play.
word answers?
It's
Just post
answers
it.
are usually brief. There you go.
There we go. Thank you.
Answers are brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer truthful answers if I'm hostile.
Brief is not single word, but yeah, they'll be brief. So I think they're all very valid because we
Where did-
should find.
Where did you come from? Where did you last? Where were you last?
Yeah, and this might help us figure out if this is a problem or if they were just here squatting.
Right. If it's related to the town or if it's related to the bigger
Mhm.
picture.
So what were the
Where were you
4
last?
questions?
Why are you here? Any more of you? Why is this stuff useful? Who do you answer to? And where were you last previous to this village?
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Mm.
Away we go.
Right. You're quixotic. You're helping.
No, I am.
Okay.
I'm searching the house because it was determined that I would grant no benefit because of my.
I'm not hostile. The only thing you would be hostile you would be against would be Tehran. He's
So-
out of the room.
Yeah.
So Monty, you can help. And
Yeah, I can do.
I'm looking
I can
around.
lend in my historical help and stuff too on
Mhm.
checks. So okay. All right. Go
I would
for it.
just, I would say, sorry, real quick, out of game in a meta kind of circumstance, is guidance a concentration spell?
Yes.
And is Speak with the Dead is a concentration? Duration
Speak with
10
the Dead
minutes,
is not.
no concentration. So maybe think about guiding yourself. There may be a charisma check made to have this guy believe your bullshit so that he talks to
Yep.
us.
I'm just asking you questions. I don't think why.
Is it
This-
is guidance your next roll, or is it ever? Because guidance he has to recast it every time, right?
Once before the spell ends, can roll.
Oh,
18.
okay.
All right, so you cast Speak with Dead, and those Dwergar, red orange, right, is the one that you guys said that you were the first one that had attacked Tehran.
I think,
Big Poppy, right?
yeah, no, I don't even think you put the one I killed. He's like,
No, it was red orange.
no, this guy
Whichever
was,
one
we were
died
fighting
first.
this one and we were fighting this one. I think the one that I killed was like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Does it?
the one that died first, so that
Okay.
didn't see most of the battle.
Mhm.
So as you cast Speak with Dead, you hear as this lifeless body starts to reanimate a little bit, and a little bit of this green fire kind of lights up behind its eyes, indicating that your spell has begun.
There was what, 6 of them? 5? Remember
6
correct?
total.
6 total. Okay. Why are you here? In this building, in this town.
I'm super dead in the corner.
Yep.
Right next to him.
Can't learn anything new. Doesn't matter. Can't learn that you're dead.
Do you speak Dwarvish, Kohi?
No. No.
Fuck,
You
I do.
hear
Fuck, I do too.
from this body.
I can translate.
Well, you can just keep that under your
I
hat
can't.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
So wait, hang on. I thought everybody had left the room except for, I guess.
No,
He,
Monty was in the room.
he said he would help him instead of Quicks.
Okay. So Monty, you speak Dwarvish.
But I can't communicate with him. But I can. Can I hear what he's saying? Is it audible or is it like a telepathy, mind to mind sort
It
of?
responds.
It's
Okay.
it's audible. So you hear him say, "This was a safe spot to hide."
Okay, safe house. Okay, that's one. Were there? Can I do a insight roll to see if he's telling the truth? Well, can you want me to do insight rolls on all of these?
So hang on, Monty, did you cast comprehend languages or do you speak Dwarvish?
I casted that before this all started.
You did not say that out loud?
I speak Dwarvish.
All right.
Well, I hit the button. Is that more intense than saying it out loud? But
You didn't explicitly say that you say that you said that you speak Dwarvish.
Okay, then I missed the first question.
You guys missed the first question. Tehran hears it though. So, all right. So if you want to cast comprehend languages after you hear him speaking a language, you can.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it's okay. And then, are there any more than the 6 of you here?
No.
Okay. Why was the stuff in the box? Why were the minerals in the box useful?
Chardolin has lots of uses.
Okay. Who do you answer to?
You hear him pause for just a second. Zardock.
Okay.
And this one you understand as he says it in common.
That's a name. Probably knows it could just be a different language.
Okay. And where were you last previous to this village?
He says East Haven.
Okay.
All right, might have to go check that place out.
Mm-hmm.
East Haven. Then.
And with the last one, kind of the skull begins to collapse in upon itself and deteriorates down.
You do insight checks on any of that, or I guess
I was kind of asking that, and then we kind of got into the whole comprehend language kerfuffle.
all right.
Can I do an insight check to see if he was kind of telling the truth or not?
Sure.
Me too. I was listening.
I'll do my history.
I wasn't helping. I was also there.
Yeah.
19's pretty good.
Almost an 18,
Participating.
but
Almost an 18.
Just
But
add 3 to that, Alex. Cody gets to add 3 to that.
22.
22.
All right. So the 22 insight, you think that he didn't seem to have much of a reason to lie to you, as far as you can tell. But as with any speak with dead, half truths can appear as full truths.
Should have asked him his name. Ah, shit. That would have been helpful too.
I had a full-on brain fart. Did he say there were any more of him?
No,
You asked him
Said no.
specifically. Okay.
just the 6 of them.
well, we got the name of the person in charge. So, and he's from East Haven. So, are we saving this person, or are we still doing that?
yeah, but we are crashing here.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the whole point. Also, how many hands is he gonna have when we leave?
1.
Okay. just
Also,
checking.
I'm already pushing him into a pile. I'm like,
It's being weird. Can I get
The
weird with it?
broom.
Everybody, quick! Desecrate the bodies.
wow, nobody
Not
else. has to.
everybody, just him.
I know.
Not just me.
Okay, so Keel and I am gonna look around to see if there was a way they got into the inn without coming through the front door,
Okay.
as part of the sweep that I'm doing here.
Yeah.
Would you
So you didn't find
prefer-
any other magical items,
Right.
or nothing else that kind of gave off a magical aura. But looking about, you do find a cellar downstairs that kind of opens up. That has a exit way out into kind of doors that open up into the back.
And it goes like up and out to ground level, or it
Or
goes
like an exposed
under the
basement.
earth?
It's like the doors that kind of are angled.
Yeah, the cellar
then
doors that come
open
out. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
It's a root cellar.
got it.
Yep.
So and I believe that they may have entered through that way. So they were walking around on ground level then, right? Because
What do you
the
Could
cellar
travel
would
through. Go ahead. Sorry.
the cellar opens up to the first floor, right outside,
Correct.
correct?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm,
The cellar doors open up to the ground level in the back
Of
the-
the inn. Okay.
of the yeah.
So yeah, so they would have had to have walked to those cellar doors above ground, is I guess my question. Like they didn't tunnel in here or something.
Looking about, you didn't see any other tunnels that kind of came in here.
Okay.
The snow and kind of the dampness on the wood, kind of underneath the cellar door, was the indication that you saw that this was likely the way they came in and out.
Can I have a perception check just to see any other goofy stuff either in the cellar or as I'm walking around, or no?
With the just perception check that you had before, right?
I think so. I don't know. I never went into the cellar, so I don't know if you want me to re-roll for that or.
No, just with the roll that you had before. I mean, like you were able to find the kind of the wet tracks, but like they've been dry for a while, so you can see the results of them being coming in through this way, but it looks like they haven't gone in and out of this way in a couple days or so, based on the
They've been squatting for a bit.
Okay. And there's just fucking candy bar wrappers everywhere upstairs.
all right, are we crashing for the night then?
We
So
should
that's
be.
easy. So
We should. I think we could use some rest.
I can cast a mass healing word if anyone wants to get on that.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll take
Yeah.
a little
Well,
bit.
is there a way to bar the cellar door from the inside, like a thing to stop it from opening?
Crossbeam, some sort.
Yeah, and you could put a cross beam. You
Okay.
put like a broom handle or
Yeah,
across
for
the handle.
because we already locked the front door.
Okay.
Just wanted to make some noise. Is there anything good down here? Any wine or anything like that?
It is pretty barren down here.
Okay.
When the previous owner, Rorik, nope,
Nope. Previous owner was.
I don't know if I said the previous owner. When the previous owner left, they took most of the stuff with them. So they took all the perishable goods with them.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
All
that
of
makes sense.
the beds and kind of everything that would be okay waiting to be sold with the inn were left up top. So
Okay. Yeah, I think it seems like nap time then.
okay. Are you guys sleeping in the big open area where you guys were lighting a fire?
I support
think-
that.
That
Probably
would
a good
make
idea.
sense.
That was my plan, yeah.
Away from the corpses.
Right.
That's
The
Ron
frosty
probably
ones.
already ate.
Yeah, they're left.
Are there?
Slurp
When you're
them up.
done
Well.
eating them, is there a corpse left? I don't remember. It's been a
Yeah,
bit since
it's
we
just
had
covered in
wine.
ice.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doing watches.
Well, if you
The-
guys
the
want to,
cynic-
if you guys want a healing word, we can do that.
Yeah.
The cynic in me says, if you arranged them in their beds and then ate them, it would look like they just froze to death.
It's kind of fun.
I honestly am not worried about that.
I know.
Everybody can,
I'm just
everybody
saying.
can have 5 they want.
Num num nums.
Okay.
No, I'm not. All right. So as you guys take your rest, stoking the fire to try and keep you guys a little bit warm, but without drawing too much attention, the night passes. You guys hear kind of the blowing of the wind through the cracks in the wall, and just barely audible off in the distance, you hear a
Goddamn
An
owl.
owl
I'm gonna shoot that fucking owl.
Don't shoot the owl.
watching us.
I will be doing second and third shift.
Okay.
As always.
I'll be up for first shift to eat my buddies.
Mm,
Yeah, but will you be paying attention?
Fuck no.
No.
But I'll do
I'll-
my best.
Easy effort.
Roll like
I'll
a
help him.
disadvantage. For sure.
He has
So-
to do it at disadvantage.
the night passes for all 3 watches without any other incidents other than the occasional hoot of an owl off in the distance, blowing on the wind through the walls, catching who's ever on watch just a little bit.
Wish I would have speak with animals.
A little bit before dawn, I try and catch a couple pages of Elven Memory. My saucy romance.
Is it the
novel.
good stuff? Yeah. Every other page is like smut laden.
What? How can you read
Elven
this?
smut.
There's no pictures.
Thank you, Gaston.
All right. Morning time.
Morning time.
Morning time.
Yay.
Quizaltic, as you're reading Elven Memory, there's the part that you're in is a little bit not super trashy. It's kind of like the lead up to the main character seems to be kind of courting the kind of one of the other elves described in the book to go on a wander about to a waterfall nearby.
Oh, well then.
It gets better, I promise you.
I'm just concerned it's going to match some sort of geologic description for the area or something like that. My God, it's historically accurate.
So you guys wake up.
Geography.
Morning comes, if you can call it morning here in Icewind Dale.
So does Quixotic.
Hey, now.
Oh,
There's people around.
hey, this is a child-friendly show. No, it's not.
I was going to say, is it? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I dropped
no.
a
Like, wow.
F-bomb.
Okay, are we starting that right
I
now?
have to make sure I
Because
click the button. This is not made for children.
Good.
We don't have to worry about the first 10 minutes. That's all the advertisers worry about.
So, morning arrives, and you guys begin to stir, knowing that tonight is the new moon for most cities, or for the Icewind Dale area, and knowing what will come tonight, you guys begin to pack up your stuff and get ready to go embrace the day outside.
You know we're camping outside tonight, right?
We're going to have to, we got to make it back to one of the big cities, hopefully.
well,
before-
yeah, back
I
to
feel like
East
we should
Haven.
go to East Haven, honestly. But
It's cl-
we've
it-
got
it-
time. The murder doesn't happen the night of, as far as I understand. Like, it happens after they cheat. So,
Yeah,
I
but there's still a
suppose.
sacrifice in these towns.
Yeah. and-
well, are you gonna stop it?
I was kind of hoping to just not be involved.
Fair enough.
I
Oh,
yeah,
so
we can,
you're the
we
other way
can be in
around.
town and not be involved. I mean, yeah. So why don't we go save Garrett or whatever his name is and get back? Let's go. Should we
Yeah.
talk to anybody about the Durgar?
No,
Uh,
they were rude.
On the way back through, we should see if we can get the innkeeper's name if we're going to East Haven, because
We got it.
no, we got the. That's the food tavern guy's name. We never got the innkeeper's name.
Rourke?
Yeah,
or
we did.
whatever?
I
I
have
could have
notes.
sworn he gave it to us. It was a female.
He said, okay. The notes I have are
If you have it in your notes, let me know because I don't have it in mine. So
Oh, okay,
No,
then maybe I'm just thinking of something then.
Yeah, I have Rourke is the uphill climb manager. I do not have the name of the innkeeper.
It was like Stephanie or something. All right,
Probably.
Trisha.
All right,
are we packing
Karen.
up?
let's do this. On White Claw. Away.
Away, hi ho, White Claw.
Sarah.
Away.
Rhiannon took notes.
oh,
Sarah?
Innkeeper Sarah headed to East
Yep.
Haven after she closed.
Me.
that does sound familiar.
Yep.
It does.
I was right.
All right, I'm
You
out.
were right.
You identified a sex. You flipped a coin, and it went the right way. Congratulations.
I was pretty sure we got a name and it was female.
Is that wrong?
When you said Jennifer, that did sound familiar. I thought I kept it pretty
Okay.
basic. So
Basic B.
thanks, Rhiannon.
All right,
Yeah,
let's get
excellent.
going. Let's get up. Let's get up. Is there one more town between us and
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
fucking? We're riding through that place. Every time we
Yes, we
stop
are.
somewhere,
Yep.
something happens.
Oh, we want something.
We were gonna ride through this place.
Not this stuff.
It's like every game you play, you collect like 342 side quests and then dedicate time to completing them all.
Every
That's
time we ride through a town, it kills me a little inside as my completionist goes, "Oh, we're going back."
Oh yeah, dude, I have a problem. Like,
Caer Konig.
You
Here
guys
we
all
come.
have these problems, and I'm just like, let's go. Come on, we're on a time crunch.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm on my fucking bird.
let's go.
Eating-
2, 4,
eating my
6,
pocket
5. Let's
bacon.
get going. Grab him by the neck and jump on his back.
He's gonna kill you one of these days.
Like, see him try.
I welcome the
Dead may
challenge.
never
That's how it
die.
always goes, right?
Yeah.
You are my mountain till you can kill me. And
So
then
you guys,
you are free.
you guys hop on to
Mhm.
2465, White Claw, Limerick, Jeff, Chungus, Onyx, and Stormbringer.
Chungus.
Fucking Chungus.
Awesome.
I love how random these names are. There's nothing in common on any of them.
Good.
Nope.
And start to make your way up towards Caer Konig.
Wait, are these our Pokemon?
Sure.
I need Nicola. Can you roll me 3 d20, please?
It's
I
about to be
sure
your
can.
fault.
Yep. Fault if we get a blizzard
I
this time.
did nothing.
You did all the things. Those are low rolls, sir.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, it might be good.
I
Sure.
don't know.
Might be
Let's
super.
find out.
As you guys head out into the wind, out into the weather today.
What was that?
The temperature outside is quite cold.
Ah,
It definitely feels like it is below 0. It's
All
you
right.
feel it, the slight breeze that starts to kind of pick up as you guys head outside, just kind of crystallizing over your face as you exhale. Your breath kind of begins to freeze on your kind of like surrounding area as you guys cover up your face. But there is no snow outside today. It seems to kind of petered off a little bit, whatever was falling from the night before, leaving a nice kind of fresh fluff on the ground for you guys to make your way up to Caer Konig. It is very little wind today.
yay. So just cold as balls.
Just cold.
Cold as balls.
Those are the easiest to deal with when it's not crazy windy or wet.
You said humidity was low.
Humidity is
Not so much the
low.
cold as
Oh,
the
that's
gosh darn humidity.
yeah.
It is
That's
about
where it gets you.
a 4.5 mile trek up to Caer Konig from Caer Vol, which will take you guys approximately
2 hours.
about 2 hours or so on your mounts to get up there. So you guys head out of Caer Vol, stopping
Dancing lights.
stopping anywhere on the way, or just casting dancing lights.
Kind of stop you there for a second. Wait,
Yeah.
why do we need dancing lights? What time is it?
It's always dark.
Always.
Oh,
dark.
that's right.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I was like, why are we doing this? But also, I feel like we were carrying a beacon through a snowstorm and were attacked by Yetis. I think the fact that all of us can see in the dark, it'd probably be better that we don't use dancing lights as we travel.
I was just trying to make everything a little bit more, friendlier.
Inviting is
save that for party time.
A neutral thing that does not discriminate who it invites. So
Very true.
just be more
I
careful.
will not cast dancing lights then.
Oh, you can 1 minute of dancing lights while we're in town.
He's done. He's down.
He's down.
Instead, I'm going to roll 8d. No, I'm kidding.
Roll a big old fireball at me.
It's no longer cold.
I want to see
It's
the ground
no longer
again.
blazing
Thud.
cold. Now we're all dead.
It's not the heat, it's the humidity.
Yes.
All right. So it's how to Caer Konig?
Yes.
All right.
Let's do the damn thing.
Let's see here. As you guys get up to Caer Konig. Okay. No. Not gonna do. I'm gonna open up my Alex's dice tower and have this ready to go for me. All right, that's good. Go. Okay, so we roll some dice. Can you guys hear that?
Oh yeah, we can hear it.
All right, good. Good, I like that. All right, heading up to Caer Konig. As you guys kind of start to follow the trail out of Caer Konig, it is not so much of a trail, but a small pathway of sorts. It does not look well traveled. This was definitely a second, basically a backup route up to Caer Konig, up to Caer Konig. For most people, would take the ferry out of East Haven, crossing the Lech, Denishire, to get up to Caer Konig. Sorry, to get up to Caer Konig. As you guys approach the town, you see a town that sits quietly at the foot of Kelvins Cairn. A few bundle of people shuffle between snow-battered houses, keeping their heads down, barely bothering to give you a look as you walk past them. A pile of snow stirs as you pass it, as you enter into town. And someone, hidden beneath it, suddenly stands. This figure looks around and yells, "Who goes there? It's thieves! Have I found those creeping bastards?" And when he pulls down the scarf covering his face, you see a gold dragonborn holding on to an empty wine bottle as a weapon. He belches, grins at you, and says, "Pardon my manners. Bit jittery with all the thieving going around here. I'm Balthazar, the town speaker."
Oh no.
Wait a
God
second.
damn it.
Balthazar, not Balisar?
You know of me then?
Maybe.
I'm having feelings. What's happening? Is what's happening what happening?
We're about to find out.
I think we are.
Why are you the town speaker and the town drunk?
That's there's a lot going on around here, and there's only so much that nerves can be calmed on their own. Sometimes drink helps.
Oh, I get that, but shouldn't you kind of set a better example?
Shouldn't you set a better example?
Oh, I'm
Both
sober.
of you need to be quiet.
Got him.
Judgy boys.
And I literally stand out and go and hold out my arms. I'm sober.
You
So
tell
am
that to
I.
your
Shoot with
friend.
this hand.
So you mentioned thefts. What's going on there?
He says the town has had some thievery trouble lately. No one's seen anything really. Just the other night, a lantern over the northern light was stolen. Corey won't let me hear the end of it because haven't been able to find those responsible. Not yet anyways, but I have a knack for this stuff.
Sounds like mischief. Have you checked with any of the local boys?
The locals that I've checked with have all come up as clean as they claim to be.
Well, I can safely tell you we have not been here ever.
Speaking of not being here, we're actually looking for someone who may have came through here recently. His name's Garrett. He's from
Targos.
Targos. There it was. Targos. He was on an adventure with a group of adventurers. There were 3 of them. One was very large, small halfling. Have you seen them come through here recently? They're missing, and Garrett's missing. We're looking to find him. He was supposed to have gone up on the cairn.
The innkeeper described him as the largest son of a bitch he'd ever seen.
Yes, largest son of a bitch you'd ever seen.
I remember seeing Garrett come through here with a couple other people a few days ago. If I seem to recall, he was heading up to the cairn. If your best bet would probably be to head over to the Frozen Far expeditions, and probably be willing to help you out over there.
Okay. Sounds good. What color is this dragon?
Gold.
Okay. Is he bench pressing people for no reason? Or is he trying to?
He looks like he probably could.
God damn it.
He doesn't feel like showing me.
Challenge him. Do you have time for this?
No.
How much do you weigh, good sir?
You wearing random animal
in
skins?
my head, there's a scale going. How do I figure out how do I figure out to kill him? And how do I don't? Like, how do I suppress the urge?
You walk away like we're doing now. To Kelvins Cairn.
What? Those are words. All right, let's find that expedition.
He said he's not high.
I'm not. I am not high at all. I haven't smoked today.
We're not. They're just fucking around.
There's edibles.
I'm just
there's
teasing you.
drinks.
None. Absolutely none.
This is not the map you're looking for, is it? It is.
Oh, it is. This is Caer Konig.
So we have to go. Let's go to
the water.
The exploration.
Frozen Far expedition. Where's that at?
Exploration.
Yep. 1 second. Get you guys on the map.
Okay, so the race that I am is called Reborn, and they became official. And I'm fighting with myself right now because I get 2 proficiencies now.
Ooh.
And I'm thinking about being proficient in perception, but it wouldn't be as funny.
Oh no, you gotta suppress that urge, man.
Yeah, my min maxi was like, this is a bad stat. I need to fix it. But also, it's funnier when I'm bad.
Very comical.
Yeah,
It definitely adds to the flavor of the show.
Those dark gifts look freaking sweet from that book.
Oh yeah, she looks cool.
Like, if you die, you could try one of these.
All right. So Balisar, so if you're looking for Frozen Far expeditions, my best, you can check it out on the north side of town before you get over towards the northern light.
What's this big old building we're right next to here?
Balisar says, that's my house.
Oh, that's the speaker's house. Got it.
He's like, no,
Before-
it's my house.
Oh, so that's the bar?
Yes. And the brothel.
Before we wander over to the expeditions real quick, are all of the items that are disappearing random, or are they more targeted? Like, is there a pattern?
He says, so far there's no pattern that I can discern. But over the past 3 nights, they've taken a color switching magical lantern from the northern light, a pair of goats from the hook, line, and sinker, and a small sack of pearls carved with decorative beads from the Frozen Far expeditions. I can't provide much of a reward for dealing with these thieves, but if there's any help that you guys could provide, I would be greatly appreciative of it.
Good to know.
Like, not gonna offer us like 15 pelts from like random creatures or something.
They're not gypsies. They're just selling us anything. Please buy this.
So,
So the color changing light,
Oh.
2 goats.
back in my day, I used to be a great adventurer, but those years are of long past, and now my days are mostly of politicianing and attempting to try and make the best of the situation here in Caer Konig.
Insight check.
Have you been right here long?
All right, make me an insight check.
Oh, I thought I made
Well,
put the wrong thing before. But let's see. There you go.
As far as you can tell, he seems to be telling the truth.
In that case, I don't know. Honestly.
Let's go to the expedition.
So if you want, I can take you over to the Northern Light to introduce you to the Shortwood sisters. They run the establishment over there, and they might be willing to give you. They might be willing to offer you some sort of reward for finding their light.
Let's race you there. And he fucking runs.
Maybe if I light you on fire, it'll help.
So, he starts to kind of walk with you guys and whatnot, and he says, "Did I ever tell you guys about the time when I tricked a group of kobolds to believing I was a dragon in humanoid form? It was those were the days." And he kind of stumbles a little bit, and as he trips over a small little rut of snow.
That's what happens to him after we come back from killing everything.
There's a pause for a moment as I kind of turn to Dapos and go, "Didn't you do that? Down in."
But it wasn't kobolds, it was humans.
Oh yes, that's right. It was a Church of the Dragon. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing that happened?
The green dragon.
Yeah, I did that.
No, not you.
No,
not
for-
you. Blair. That's not anything Blair did, was it? We never
Don't-
fought kobolds.
I don't remember.
It'd be funny if it was an actual
bullshitting
thing
with
we
us.
did. I
Wait,
just don't remember.
well, no, the first thing you guys fought was goblins. So
True.
I'm trying to think.
And wargs, I thought it wasn't it in the tunnel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, wargs are just big old wolves. So
Yeah, we like busted through the wall of that church, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Is this what happens to him after we come back from killing everything and take over the guild that we started?
Oh.
oh yeah, we take it back from him and gets him kicked out, and he becomes mayor somewhere else.
Right.
He would fucking fall backwards into something like this.
Fails upwards.
Yeah,
Right.
indeed.
That's the thing. I have a picture of these like 300 pelts of just random creatures out here in the snow.
Oh, someone should have
Skinned
peeked
everything.
inside the mayor's residence. It's just poorly
Heads.
taxidermied animals
Yeah, it's
everywhere.
poorly taxidermied animals everywhere.
He never had a single point in anything that involved taxidermy, and he skinned the hell out of everything.
Does it have skin? Can I have its skin?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stop.
Anyway, we're
This isn't
trying to fast
fun for
forward.
Rhiannon.
We're trying to fast forward through this town.
So fast forward through town.
Let's get to
Whee!
the expedition place.
No northern lights. Just straight to the expedition.
No, the
man.
expedition place is it's Northern Lights Expeditions, isn't it?
No, Frozen Far.
Whatever, that place. We're going there.
We're skipping Northern Light because this one has more of a time constraint, right?
Time out. Are you going to try and climb a mountain just barehanded?
Well, how else would you climb a mountain?
Oh yeah,
He pulls
that's
out
what
a bear
you'd say.
paw.
Of course, that's what you'd say.
I mean, like normally you use like crampons and whatnot, barehandedly, right?
Oh my god, it is him.
Oh, we figured that out.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta have supplies. I'm not going up a mountain.
Yeah. Also, they may have checked in with this very same person and may have chartered like a way
we got-
up with this person. So let's talk.
We
to
got to
them.
go to
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Frozen
didn't the
Far.
speaker just say that? That's why we
Yes.
were gonna.
Yes, that's why we're going.
Okay, let's go there.
All right. He's like, all right. Well, I will leave you here at the Frozen Far expeditions, and if you seem to be having some other quest of sorts, and if kind of as he slurs his words, I'll be over at the Northern Light. Should you want to have any updates from me?
I'm going to assume that's a bar.
Says the Northern Light is the inn where the magical lantern was stolen from.
So that makes sense.
And kind of gestures towards the other end of town as you guys come up towards the Frozen Far expeditions here.
Okay. Into the Frozen Far expeditions.
Okay. As you guys make your way through town, you guys come up to a sign that says Frozen Far expeditions with two kind of like ice picks crossed on it with a kind of a nice looking shield emblem indicating that this is probably the place if you're going to go exploring the cairn, that this is probably the best place to start. And as you guys enter in to the shop, you hear a slight ring, ring, ring as there's a small bell on the door. Kind of in the background, you hear a number of dogs basically start to lose their shit as they hear somebody enter into the shop.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hit the fucking
Great for
mailman. Hurt the
business.
mailman.
And from one of the back rooms, you hear a human shout, hey, enough back there. And kind of out walks a middle-aged human, and he says, welcome to Frozen Far Expeditions. My name is Etna Swift, and who might you be?
We
Don't
are
all
the
talk at once.
We are the Dawn Seekers. We're searching for a party that just left with a group of 4, specifically one man in general.
What's his name?
And kind of
No, this guy.
Garrett.
No,
Yeah.
This person, the proprietor of this building.
and kind of from the other room, you hear another voice say, "Oh, you mean Garrett?
Yes.
What's going on with Garrett? I haven't seen. He left a few days ago." And kind of coming from outside the room comes a shield dwarf, and he says, "Garrett, he came through here. What?" And he looks at Etnus and says, "What, 2-3 days ago now? What is something the matter that you're looking for Garrett?"
Garrett's dog. Go ahead.
I was gonna say we were in Targos, and we ran into a sled dog. Followed it to Keegan's residence, and he mentioned that was Garrett's dog, and that he's likely missing because of it. The straps were torn and broken on it. So we've been venturing out and keeping a lookout for him. But he's concerned that he might be missing or something may have happened to him. So any information you could give us on where they were going, what they were doing, where we might be able to find them or check, see if anybody's hurt or injured or anything like that would help. But yeah, that he might be in danger.
You seem like a dog person. His dog Boy. Do you know Boy?
Dog boy.
His dog's name was Boy.
Dog boy.
The
That's
dwarf
what it
goes, "Oh boy, pardon the pun. Boy would never leave Garrett's side unless it was a real emergency. if it was indeed Boy who made it back to Targos, I can only hope that Garrett is still okay. If the route that I had recommended to him was to kind of head up the east side of the Caer of the to head up the east side of the Cairn, trying to get to they were not going for the peak, if I recall, but more so heading towards one of the other offshoots. And kind of
Is that uncommon?
He says not necessarily uncommon, but just a different adventure, different difficulty, different routes for different strokes for different folks. And he pulls out a map of the cairn and kind of indicates the most people when they're making this ascent will generally start at this base camp, and kind of indicates on a map the base camp where he recommended Garrett to start from.
So we are going to try and find him. Is there a way we could have a map similar to the one that you marked, and perhaps some supplies as well? I mean, obviously we would buy them, but we are trying to find him.
It says the map is yours, and the supplies for a rescue mission like this. I can rent you the supplies at the cost of 2 gold per set. If that is okay with you.
A set of climbing tools?
Climbing crampons, climbing everything that you need to climb the cairn.
I'll remind everyone that we bought enough of that for all of us before we left Neverwinter. We have it with us in our trunk.
We bought climbing equipment?
Yeah, we did. Paid for climbing equipment, snowshoes, cold weather gear, and food for an indeterminate amount of time.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't recall that.
You at least, I think, bought at least 4.
Right.
At least 4 of everything. But it could have been 6. So, I'm not sure we need to rent anything.
I think you're right. I believe you.
You guys have it marked off in your equipment.
I didn't
Go
take
for
it. It was meant to be in like a trunk to not burden any of us.
I'm looking through all my notes. I know we did buy
supplies.
We did buy a ton of shit. I just gotta find the notes for it.
Well, less that and more. Are you able to guide us up the mountain? Maybe make this go faster.
He says, I'd be willing to help get you up to the base camp. But I am not prepared to traverse the cairn. But I can actually, if you're ready to go now, your best bet would be to head to the cairn, and I can work on gathering people here at Caer Konig to join us at the cairn in case there was some sort of avalanche. I need to dig out people from the whatever remains.
Right. Do you have good directions to get to the mountain then, so that we can get there more expeditiously?
He says it is 1 second. says it's about a 2-hour trek to the base camp from here. If you follow basic, and he kind of gives you good directions that would lead you towards the cairn.
I'll put 3 gold on the table for the good directions.
He says it's never good for business when adventurers go missing up on the cairn. So
Fair enough.
I appreciate your attempt to try and find Garrett.
Yeah, well, could be bringing down 4 corpses or 4 injured people or 4 fine people. So I appreciate you coming with backup in case anybody needs help. So we'll see you there. Do we need to buy anything to look at quicks?
I don't believe that to be the case. I'm just double checking right now.
Okay.
Yeah, figure out how many we did, because I know we bought a bunch of supplies. I don't know if we bought enough for everything. So
I remember you dumped a bunch of money. I'm just double checking it because I thought that we'd distribute it to each person instead of putting it in general. So I know we spent a bunch of money specifically for this type of stuff. You are correct. So I will find the notes on it, but we did
because we got the cold weather gear from our adventure up to Santa Claus.
We bought different equipment and
but rations and shit.
Yeah, and had a bunch of stuff delivered. So
I remember a shitty tampon joke while we were talking about pitons and crampons.
Yes, you are correct. I thought we had, like I said, distributed it. So I'll find the notes on it. But we spent.
Then do we take off? Do we check into the inn or whatever with the lantern quick, or are we gone?
I think we should be good to go. And so they're going to meet us at base camp, right? So,
yep.
Cool.
All right.
So, I mean, Keelan, if you want to, for continuity and just to ensure we have it, we want to make sure that we settle this whole climbing piece before we start the climbing thing. Like, I'm fine with that, and I'm fine forking over some money to even it out depending on where we're at.
I just want to make sure if you guys have stuff in your inventory, mark it in your inventory. If you don't have it marked in your inventory, you don't have it. So as part of keeping good notes.
Yeah. Like I said, the benefit was crampons and pitons and rations all weigh a fuckload. And that's why we talked about having it delivered in crates so that we could take it, and then also getting beasts of burden so that they can carry it.
It can make food and water too.
Yeah. Like I promise you, there is a trunk of this shit somewhere, so that we don't have to have it in our inventory technically.
Yeah, but I mean, from Keelan's standpoint,
we never worry about
following
overburdening ourselves. That's not something that unless you're trying to take a jade door or something, like some sort of asshole would do that.
Just a chunk. I just want a big chunk of it.
Did he really do that?
Yeah.
I tried to do that. I tried to do the math and I pissed Rob off because of it.
This shit's
put in a bag of
4,000 pounds, you fucking dope.
So, but more so, I guess, like, if it's something specific, like if you have like things of rope, if you have other things, like make sure you mark it in your inventory so that if you're wanting to use it to climb a mountain or to lower yourself down into some sort of crevasse or well or something, that you know what you have.
That's fair play. I think that's also when Alice bought 300 feet of rope.
Okay.
Was that like that trip? So
okay. So I mean I do recall there being I feel like I do recall there being some sort of crampon purchase. But if you guys don't have it marked in your things, like then it just makes it a little bit messy. So
fair play.
Yep.
We'll sort it out. Why don't we buy 4 and pretend like we have enough for everyone?
Sounds good.
Oh, we at least bought 4.
Yeah, so let's buy 3 more outright. If he'll sell us 3 sets, if not, we'll rent them. But if he'll sell us, I'll pay the 25 or whatever the price is for it.
He says for selling, that's 20 gold for 3 sets.
All right, done, I buy one.
Okay. And he says, "All right, I will gather people here in Caer Konig and meet you at the base camp. Be expeditious in your way up there. Time could be very precious."
Oh yeah, we've been hurrying this whole time.
We kind of have been, actually.
What's Sean?
So, I don't know, what is Sean eating?
Something
it
that goes well
Arby's?
with his apple
What is
pie.
It's tortilla chips.
I was gonna guess tortilla chips, yeah.
All right. So you guys head out of Caer Konig and begin to head north, kind of west out of Caer Konig. The trail that led you from Caer Dinaval to Caer Konig was, if you could call it a trail, then this was essentially a small footpath. There is tracks that kind of from a dog sled that kind of led its way that you guys are kind of following out of town towards the mountain. And as you get closer, the mountain kind of looms ever bigger up in the sky in front of you.
Man, that town speaker was a real asshole.
Yeah, who likes him?
I don't know. Who would? He seems like a burden.
Who's on first, right?
He just seems like a drunk. I don't think I picked up on asshole vibes just yet.
I have a sixth sense about that kind of thing.
For the record, Blair is going to watch this. All right.
He seemed like a jolly fun guy.
Still seems like kind of an asshole.
He's our only subscriber to this.
He's the only one who watches it.
Tier 1 sub.
Sitting there like, I miss playing.
Not with this attitude, he won't.
As you guys begin to get closer to the mountain, off in the distance, you see 2 tents pitched in the snow near an icy outcropping that acts as a natural windbreak. Between the tents is an overturned sled. Still harnessed to the sled are 5 howling sled dogs. And that's kind of essentially right where you guys are now, as you guys are beginning to come up towards the base of the cairn.
Those poor good boys. It's been 2 days, right?
3.
3 days. That's right.
Probably kill them to put them out of their misery.
Or we could just feed them and see if they make
Did
it
the axe
home.
speaks?
Oh my God.
Is yours hungry?
This is where we're going to disagree.
Let's approach the dogs.
Yeah, I guess we'll try.
Okay. As you get close to the dogs begin kind of getting giddy and jumping and kind of excited that somebody is getting nearby.
Okay, excited or ferocious?
Excited.
Okay.
They appear to be friendly,
Calm down.
albeit cold, hungry, and looking rather miserable.
Does the you said there's still a sled nearby? Yeah.
There's an overturned sled between the 2 tents.
I will go and, I guess, head up to the dogs.
Okay. Heading up to the dogs, you see 5 dogs still attached to the sled with a what looks like a 6th spot where a dog was, but upon close inspection, you see some broken harness. This was likely where Boy was attached to the dog sled.
Does it look like he chewed through it or anything like that? Do you want me to make an investigation check?
Looking at it, it looks like the strap was chewed through.
Okay.
Like he attempted to get out as quickly as he could.
Okay. I'll start cutting off the dogs starting at the top.
I was going to say I'm going to try and find something in the supplies to feed them because I'm assuming they haven't eaten in 3 days.
I agree, but
hot
let's
bacon.
get them loose so that they can actually, not be buried in the snow.
If you,
Go and buckle
Hungry
them
dogs
and the balls
loose.
just run away.
I was gonna say if
I
you
don't
cut
care.
them loose, they may just sprint.
I don't care. They're not our dogs, so
But we might need them to carry somebody back.
Somebody's
Okay,
coming to
so,
meet us here. These dogs are not our problem. Like, let's
Uh-huh.
look for people. Let's look for evidence
Alright.
and
What's in the tent?
indication of where they are.
so I'll cut loose the dogs,
Okay.
and you guys go investigate the tents.
As you cut loose the dogs begin to bolt back down the trail of which you guys came, seemingly heading back towards Caer Konig, in the quickest route that they know possible. So,
Bye.
They'll be fine.
Yep.
They're doing what they're meant to do.
um,
And then
So
I'll
they-
head over to the tents with everybody else.
okay. As you guys enter into the tents, you see you don't see any. There are no bodies in these tents. Inside the tents, you do find rations to feed 4 people for 4 days, but no other real things of note here in the tent. As you guys kind of explore kind of the area around the tents and kind of around the overturned dog sled, you guys do find 2 small crates. One, it looks as you kind of turn it over, looks like the dogs were able to get into it and ate the provisions that were contained within. On the other crate nearby contained firewood and other kind of camping supplies, cook supplies. So, looking about with the wind has kind of begun to pick up as you guys have gotten closer to the mountain as it kind of comes down off the mountain. There's not a lot of tracks here that would lead towards a direct route to follow up the mountain. But as you guys kind of look out, it kind of looks like there's a relatively the path looks fairly well known, I guess, or a path that you think you could discern to kind of get up the mountain. Oh man, don't click back. And so you guys think that if you've probably headed up this direction, that you could probably start to head up towards the mountain.
All right, up the mountain.
Survivalists, people paying attention to survivalists and all that wanna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quixotic.
Sorry.
I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
been in this environment and I'm not good outside.
Just had a chance to be proficient in survival. I didn't take it.
I am proficient.
So that has always been the turtle's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I will assist him because I had what's his name train me on how to do it. So
So I get to roll again.
yes, please. That is not my wheelhouse.
It is the same.
Well, there you go.
All right, so that's a 10 plus what?
16.
Do you have any history about this mountain, Monty? That maybe you could.
We do have a
Didn't
marked
we
map
went through that last
to
time,
get,
right? It
gives
was.
us advantage. Sorry.
Did we
Oh.
go through that, or was that for the town
It doesn't
we're
matter.
in?
16
Keep going.
Okay.
Let's go.
With a 16, you think that you have a pretty good trek pathway that you can probably follow up the mountain. So.
And the map doesn't give us any bonuses other than whatever the bonuses it gives, because it is specifically marked, right? With a pathway, the one that he gave us.
Or are we at the base camp?
Yeah.
Right,
so
but it's to go up the mountain, though, wasn't it? He marked the path on the mountain.
he marked a general path that he recommended to Garrett to take, which kind of follows the pathway that it looks like you are. Kind of seems the most reasonable if you're making this as your base camp.
Okay.
So,
yeah. All right.
All right. As you guys begin to climb, I need to have a marching order.
I will make my perception check now, just because I'm going to be trying to keep an eye out for Garrett and see if we can find anything
I'll be behind you.
off the way.
So probably Kohi and
me.
Quicks
helping.
first.
Okay, so how do you want us arranged on the map here?
All right,
Because
so
assuming we're going up the
well,
mountain.
that's front.
Wait, ping it again.
Where Kohi is.
Okay, so then I will be behind him, assisting on the climb.
Would it make sense to have me be towards the front because I have +3 in athletics?
I don't know.
I'm just along for the ride on this one, guys.
All right, so Kohi's first.
I have
so I'll
spider
take
climb.
his
That's
second.
what I can do.
Who's going third?
Is it single file, the path?
It's probably gonna be single file. It's gonna be the best way to kind of go up.
All right, I'll go over here until you guys figure out how we're all going.
So 1, 2. Is there anybody that doesn't want to be near the front for any reason?
Yeah, me.
Okay, well, yeah.
I'll hang out. I'll hang in back with Devos.
Okay. And then
Nicola
we'll
will be third.
Monty.
Ron. Okay, and then Alice, yeah, whatever. That's
There we go.
All right, so that's our marching order.
So we're going right to left.
Yep.
Okay.
How long do I have with spider climb?
I do not know.
Just
Nicola,
okay with this spell.
are you back at full health, Nicola?
Yeah, we long rested, didn't we?
You should be back
Yeah.
at full health.
I did not hit the long rest button.
You
All
should
right.
do that for no reason at all.
No reason at all.
That was great when the DM checked. So you guys are at full health, right? I just want to make sure. That's not foreshadowing.
As you guys begin to head up the mountain, the howling wind, blowing snow, and the slippery ice of the mountain make this climb treacherous. Ahead of you, as you kind of begin to climb up, I'm going to move Kohi.
Should we be tying a rope around all of us and holding on to it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, you can wrap it around me. Big fat turtle.
I've
PH
seen that
fat
in
turtle.
movies and read that on the internet somewhere.
PH fat turtle.
I don't know.
He's thick with 2 C's.
Yes.
I also feel like if Thick Boy up there takes a tumble and we're all tied together, we're all taking a tumble.
How much do you weigh?
Lots.
Is that legit?
All the lots.
He's too legit to quit.
I think it was what, 450, something like
I think he said 450. I remember asking that specifically once, and it was just like too high.
that. I had trouble with stairs.
All right, so as you guys reach the part where Kohi is, up ahead you see 4 mountain goats perched in a large rock formation around which you must navigate. So the mountain goats appear to be perched kind of on this rock here.
Kind of want to drink my flying potion right now. Maybe all you fucks mine.
I have a climbing potion too.
Zzz.
Yeah, a bunch of us should have climbing potions. We
We bought those.
intentionally divvied that up. We sat
Oh, I
down.
wasn't climbing. I was flying.
Okay, just saying. We sat down and had a big conversation about it.
Alice has a potion of climbing.
I have one in my inventory, so. Yeah. Anyways, all right, continue on.
Yeah, when you say that out, I can't think of a better time to use it. I'm actually going to drink my climbing potion. Now that you said that out loud.
Do we literally feel like as though we are going to have to climb and not just like navigate a mountain pass?
Looks pretty steep.
And you guys are.
Can I get a look at it? Or
Yeah, I mean, like, Kohi, with your 16 survival and kind of as you guys have been climbing, I mean, you guys have your crampons on. You guys are traversing, climbing a mountain, and the path is slippery in some parts, sheer rock in others, packed deep snow in other parts. It is so far has not been an easy trek up to where you are, albeit it has taken you probably 2-ish hours to kind of climb to where you are now.
it's no easier the rest of the way up.
I'm going to drink it. Because
Yeah,
I will
right.
never use it again otherwise.
You drinking your potion of climbing?
Sure.
I don't have one.
Well, we had a couple of those and a couple of healing potions, and we divvied them out.
I have something better, right? Snap. I literally like tap the staff and all of a sudden, hey, I'm climbing.
It does this? Did that work? Okay,
Yep.
good. Cool.
Cody, do you
Advantage
have a
on
potion of
climbing checks.
climbing?
Yes, I do.
You have to make athletics checks. You might be good at that. Maybe you don't need it. Or do you want
Turtle?
to? No, I'm talking to Rhiannon.
I was gonna say turtle non-athletic, not by any stretch.
Okay.
Do you want her climbing potion?
She gonna rage climb?
Cody?
Rage climb, just slap her in the head.
Fuck this fucking
She could punch you and the knife could go after her while she's climbing.
out.
All right. So who all drink a potion of climbing?
I did, for sure.
I didn't.
Because otherwise I will never use it.
So we've been going for 2 hours so far climbing. Is that what you said?
That is correct.
All right. So the potion lasts 1 hour. So does this look like the most difficult part?
This does not look like it's the most difficult part yet.
All right. I'll wait.
Okay, let's go.
Sounds like an ominous decision.
It did kind of go. Yeah.
I'll put my the spider web as my climbing potion note.
Okay, sounds good.
Climbing potion, or did you give it to someone?
I'm not gonna drink it if it's not the hardest part yet.
Okay.
Okay. As you kind of get up and start to kind of pass by the goats, you're bah, bah, bah,
Fuck off, goats.
They're guard goats. My God.
and you kind of look up to them, and they're looking down at you. Bah, and you guys begin to kind of traverse across what looks like a kind of a large slope, kind of going across the mountain here. And as you kind of look up, hundreds of feet up into the mountain, about halfway through, you see a glistening white expanse of packed snow. As you're about halfway across, you hear a large from higher up the mountain, followed by a low rumbling noise as the ground around you begins to shake.
Oh no.
Yell back at the group. Avalanche!
Fuck.
Are we on like an incline or something, or?
You guys are on the hillside packed snow incline. As about halfway across,
If it's coming from above us, is it like coming from like a cliff's edge above us? Like if we press against the wall, will it miss us?
so it is.
But
So
we're on
like,
like the
it's-
hard pack.
So like this here, that I'm kind of indicating, like that's where the avalanche is. Something up top has, or you guys has essentially, yeah, thank you, has caused the snow to begin to shift, and the snow above you and the snow that you're on is all beginning to start to shift down south or down below where you guys are.
I yelled at Kohi, "Get on your shell, and I'll push you."
Zoom.
All right.
Okay. I will push Kohi.
Are we gonna get eaten by this thing? Like, we're moving with the snow.
You are beginning to move with the snow.
I don't know what you do for that. I don't know.
Oh, well, I'm gonna try and move back the way we came because it looks like here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Here and here should shield us. I hope. Right back the way we came, Keelan.
Let's move back the way we came.
This way.
If
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are about, the avalanche is about 200 feet wide, and you guys are kind of directly in the middle of it. So kind of
only move 100 feet.
I can move 90 a turn. So that's why I asked
I'll
him
move
to
60 a turn.
Like you can. I get a bonus action dash.
Yeah, I know.
I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Click your
Against the-
character.
Can I kill the
Is it
avalanche?
clear? Is the initiative clear?
Initiative is clear, yes. Where is it?
What?
Oh, that's not bad. Better than my 3s I've been getting.
Not great.
I rolled a 1.
Good.
That's great.
Oof.
So as soon as I hear it, I say, "Kohi, get on your back. I'll push you."
Okay. Come on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, am I last? Oh no, not last.
Not last.
No, you're actually
in the
pretty
middle.
far up.
Hang on one sec, guys.
Is it me or is the audio making rumbly noises?
That is a wind that's blowing in the background.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think that's what they call an avalanche, sir.
I do not like it. Start there.
All right. So everybody roll. All right. Let's start this descending. So the avalanche has begun to come down the mountain, and Alice, being in the back of the lineup, you're probably, as you look up, you're probably 75 feet away from kind of what you think is probably the edge of the avalanche behind you.
I will run 80 feet, so I'm right out. I'm just past the edge of it.
Okay. Your movement is how much?
40, and I can dash.
All right. Sounds good. So 80 feet. You get to the edge of where you think you're probably going to be safe. As the avalanche, as the snow the shifting snow around you kind of stops right at the edge of your feet. So Alice finds herself kind of just out of harm's reach right here. With that, Kohi, with probably about 100 feet to go forward and 100 feet to go back.
Everyone's gonna come up towards me. So, well, I know you yelled at me to get on my back. Is that the idea? You want to slide down?
I'm gonna. Well, I was gonna try and push you, but I realized that push pull drag is different in this, so it doesn't. It won't work.
Even
the
for a
same way.
wax turtle shell.
Well, we're about to find out if I can use him as a sled.
Incredibly waxed.
All right.
All right.
All right. I'll use my action to go in my shell.
We're gonna try. I'm gonna try and turn him into a sled, I guess.
Fasten my shield to the side, and I go.
Okay, so you're just gonna try and attempt to ride
Oh,
the
you should
avalanche down the mountain.
maybe run and then turn to a turtle.
Run
Can
down.
you run?
Well, you run to the side, right?
Movement
I
and
can
an action.
shuffle.
Whatever.
So 30 feet down. Is that the idea?
Well, we're trying to go. No, go
We're
back
going
towards
up
the
the right of
edge,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of its way. Is
Yeah.
the plan.
Don't run. In front of the rolling thing.
Okay. I'll go this way then. I'm gonna hide in the
Okay.
shell.
So Kohi runs 30 feet back, right?
Yep.
Okay. 1 sec.
Zip zap, zoopy zip zap. Zap.
All right, so Kohi, still 70 feet into the pathway of the avalanche, pulls his arms and legs into his shell, and braces for what may be coming down the mountain. All right, with that, Dothpos, you are up.
How far am I from the edge? Because I was right next to Alice.
You are about 80 feet away from the edge.
All right. I'm going to dash,
Okay.
and I'll get 60 feet, so I'll be 20 feet in. Am I
Alright.
standing on solid ground?
The ground is still shifting underneath your feet.
Ah, damn it. All right. Well, I'm going for a ride.
And I can't
Okay.
toss the rope, can I?
No, you used your action to sprint, essentially.
Same here.
You could have like left the end of a rope, but
Too late. Keep going.
Yep. Give me 1 second.
TPK. TPK.
You got this.
Hey, revivify for one of yous.
All right. With that, it's going to be the avalanche's turn.
Doing what I want.
The avalanche, 500 feet above you, the avalanche is shifting down. The bulk of the avalanche is starting to shift down towards you guys. The bulk of the snow up top looks like it has moved about 300 feet closer to you. But you remain on your feet at this point, but it's getting closer.
How far away does it look?
Right now it's about 200 feet away or so now,
Ooh, okay.
and it's building. It's getting bigger as it's coming towards you. All right, Monty, you are up. You are about 90 feet into
Okay.
the path of the avalanche.
Okay, so Kohi's 30 feet away from me. And Quixotic is you ran like what, 100 feet? Something like that? 80 feet?
Quixotic has not moved.
Oh,
yet.
he hasn't gone yet. That
I don't get
was
to move yet.
how was that? That was Alice. that
Alice.
ran.
yeah,
she ran 80 feet.
She got out by 10 feet.
Okay. So how many actions would it be to tie a rope around me and throw it?
One.
Is that one action?
One
Yep.
action.
I'm gonna move 30 feet So that would put me
At 60 feet.
60 feet, and then take the rope that I have tied around me and throw it towards Alice.
Your 50-foot rope.
Yeah, so it will be, well, so yeah, so towards Alice. So the rope is 50 feet away from me towards her.
Okay. Make me an athletics check. Actually, athletics or acrobatics, your choice. For attempting to be as accurate with your throw as possible.
We will do it acrobatically. Ish.
Okay. It looks like it goes out in the general direction of Alice, but you aren't sure how close it actually got to her from your vantage point.
All right, and then I move 30 feet there. And then I still have a bonus action, right?
Yep.
Okay. Who's the farthest person back? Oh,
Me currently? Wait, back
Around
behind the
or-
avalanche? Or?
Nikola and Kozotic are about 95 feet or so into the avalanche.
And Tehran's back there too, right?
Tehran's about 85 feet or so.
Okay. Whoever's the farthest back, I'll bardically inspire them.
All right, so your choice of Tehran or Kozotic. Oh, sorry, Nikola or Kozotic.
I'll go with Nikola. Sadek feels like he's home in the cold, so I'll go with Nikola.
Hate the cold and have made it well known.
All right, so Nikola, you are bardically inspired. All right, Monty, does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
All right. With that, Kozotic, you are up.
I'm gonna move my 30 feet up to Kohi.
All right.
I'm gonna attempt to push him like a sled, and the boots of springing and striding should make it so that my walking speed is not reduced if I'm encumbered. So I should be able to theoretically push him. So I'm gonna try and push him like a sled. And then I'm gonna use my action to move and my bonus action to dash. So I should move 90.
All right, so you're gonna get up to Kohi.
Mm-hmm.
Kohi's about 70 feet from the edge.
Okay.
And you're going to use your...
I can tandem to interact with an object, which would just be to push,
Yep.
and then I'm going to use my action and my bonus to just move. So it should be 90 feet of movement overall.
Okay.
From where I was.
All right. So I'm going to need you to make me an athletics check, though.
Okay.
As you're attempting, you're not necessarily encumbered, but trying to push this turtle on his back across the snow while not encumbered is not the easiest of tasks.
Okay.
Fancy footwork there.
I was hoping it'd be easier than... Oh, that's not the worst roll I could have had.
Okay. You don't seem to have any issue pushing Kohi over the snow like this.
It looks like I'm trying to start a bobsled. Fuck.
As you get towards the edge, as you're nearing Alice, you're probably about 10 feet away from Alice. The snow is still shaking and moving slightly underneath your feet. You don't think you're entirely clear out of the way yet.
Okay.
So. All right. All right. With that, Nikola, I guess, Kozotic, does that end your turn?
I used all of my things I could do. I moved a bonus, then I actioned.
Okay. With that, Nikola, you are up.
And how far away did you say I was from the close edge?
You're about 95 feet away from the close edge or 105 feet from the opposite edge.
All right, I will dash towards the close edge, so that would be double my movement speed, 60.
Okay. Sounds good. At this point, you're about 35, 40 feet away from Alice.
Okay.
So end your turn.
Because if I try and throw, I can't throw a rope because I dashed, right? Because that would be considered an action. Okay. Yeah, that'll end my turn.
Okay.
I gotta look up what a tandem action is, because you can technically interact as part of your movement, but it can't be something major.
Okay. And then with that, Tehran, you are up.
Just gonna do my best to trudge my way out backwards.
Okay. You're about 85 feet away from probably the edge of the cliff face.
Make 60. That's it.
Okay. Sounds
So,
good.
Is anybody like lagging behind that has the end of a rope?
I
I
threw a
run
rope.
past you, don't I?
You would.
Yeah,
yes.
you'd
I'll
run past.
I'll hold on to the rope. I'll run in line with the rope and just put my hand on it in case he gets swept away. I'll have something to hold on to him.
Okay. All right. So with that, Quixotic is about 5. Quixotic can go here about 5 feet away from the edge of the avalanche. Alice is about 5 feet on the other side of the avalanche. Monty is 60 feet out. Tehran 25. Nicola 35. Dothpost 20. With Monty holding onto one end of the rope, with the other end in Tehran's hands, and 10 feet away from Alice. As you guys are scrambling to kind of get across this this avalanche, as it's flowing, it's starting to flow, starting to pick up speed. The avalanche continues to come down. It's coming down towards you guys and is about to cross over the path. As it moves another 300 feet towards you guys, and essentially taking no hindrance towards whoever may be standing in the way of it. I need essentially everyone except for Alice to make a strength saving throw, please.
Nicola, you're inspired.
Well, I'm dead.
And that
I
gets
have
me,
advantage on strength saving throws. while
because I'm
Tehran and I ship.
inspired. I get advantage. Yeah.
Hey,
You get to add a d6. This is gonna suck.
I'm gonna remember back to times where I might have climbed a mountain when I lived in this final world,
and try to live again.
and roll an extra d6. It's 4 on a 19, 23.
Okay. All right. So Quixotic roll an 18. And so we're just gonna go like this.
Before you tell me what happens, instead of saving myself, can you let me use that to give Kohi an extra bump and see if I can get him out of the path instead? Because we
I
should
see
be
how it
like
is.
5 feet away, right?
Do spider climb? Walk. Wait. Can anyone walk on water? Is snow water?
And instead of actually succeeding at my save, can you let me just give him an extra shove?
Roll me a d20.
He should be really close.
Roll me a d20 on a
Okay.
10 or below. You give him a shove. On all right, 11 or higher, you give him a shove. On 10 or below, you are too afraid.
Fuck me.
All right.
Too afraid.
Howard.
Rough.
All right. So, Quixotic, you take 2 bludgeoning damage as you fall prone and begin to slide down the avalanche. Right now you are about 100 feet down the slope or so.
I will use. I want to see if I can use this. Does the avalanche count as an attacker? Can I use uncanny dodge?
It's not an enemy per se.
It says when an attacker you can see hits you with an attack.
I'm
Definitely not
nonplussed about
no.
avalanches.
No, never mind. It was a save, so no, I wouldn't be able to.
All right, so Kohi, you rolled
14.
14. You take 4 bludgeoning damage as you are knocked prone and are sliding down the avalanche.
You go twice as far because of that wax turtle shot.
Right.
Right. Alice, you are safe. Monty, you take 4 damage and are knocked prone, heading down the mountain. Tehran,
Does
you
that
take 2
roll-
bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone as you head down the mountain.
A 23 didn't save?
Oh, it saved. You just take half as
Okay.
much damage.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Still on the path.
Yeah. And Nicola, where'd you roll?
I got a 10.
Yeah, you take you take 4 bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone 100 feet down the mountain. And Davos,
Failed.
You also take 4 bludgeoning damage and are 100 feet down the mountain.
God damn it.
All right. And with that, Alice, you are up. You just watched the rest of your group around you slide 100 feet down the mountain.
Got a lot of rope.
So
Can I-
would I have slid 100? Well, Tehran, did you still slid down the mountain, right? So we're both holding a rope, sliding down a mountain together. Okay.
Do I slide, or do I just fall down?
You guys are knocked prone, and you guys are essentially riding the avalanche down the mountain.
Okay. What were you saying?
Can I throw my rope to anybody?
We're too far now.
Well, wait. I mean, what's too far? I'm only 25 from her.
125.
Oh, I moved 100 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
sorry, I missed
moved,
that
shifted
part.
100 feet down the mountain.
Woof.
It's like shoots and ladders here.
I mean, what are my options? I don't really.
I don't think you can do anything, can you? Kind of watch us.
She
You
eats
can
a
all
rat.
die and you can
Should I
laugh.
try to follow? I mean, I don't really want to jump in an avalanche.
I
Nope.
probably wouldn't.
It's like for that to settle. Just wait up there, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to dig us out.
All right. I guess I'm gonna chill up here. Haha, get it?
I heard.
All right. Alice, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. Kohi.
Yep. I'm still in my turtle shell. So I'm not doing anything.
Okay. So you're just continuing to ride the lightning down the hill?
Well, otherwise I can try to come out and withdraw and try to claw and stop myself. Is that an option?
I mean, you can try and get out from the edge of the avalanche.
Flying doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah. Advantage on strength throws, so I guess that's gonna help. So if this avalanche is gonna continue to fuck us up. Yeah, let's just keep sliding.
Okay. Sounds good. Davos, you are up.
How close am I to this rock pillar?
You are about 20 feet away from the edge of that rock pillar.
All right, I'm gonna stand up, which is gonna take 5 feet, and then I'm gonna move
That's going to take half your movement to stand up.
5. I just read
Do
it.
you have a feat
Half
for
because of
that?
spider
Otherwise,
climb?
it's half.
Oh yeah, it is half. Damn it. Never mind. Well, actually, no, I can still do it. So then I go 15 feet, and on me, why don't we do Yes.
What'd you do? Oh, did you spider climb?
Nope. Better.
What is that? Oh, spider web. Or web.
Wait, I feel as though we're going to be webbed to an avalanche.
We're going to be webbed to a rock that I'm currently standing next to.
Okay.
That's not awful. We're all kind of near each other, right?
Just gonna get snow blasted as the snow comes rushing
think-
down you.
I think a lot of it's going to get carried away, but anybody that would be in it could potentially be stuck. Mm-hmm.
It's worth a shot. See if it works.
Okay.
Not the worst thing I've seen all day.
And it's a
All right.
20-foot cube, so, you know, the 20 feet around me, which touches the wall, like, I'm thinking it could at least hold us against it.
Okay. So you moved 15 feet, right?
Yep.
All right. So you're 5 feet away from the wall. And you cast web.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sounds good.
So you're going to try and stick to the wall. Got it.
Yep, that's my idea. If it doesn't work, then I die. So.
All right. With that, it is going to be the avalanche's turn again.
I haven't gotten to go since the avalanche carried us away.
I know.
So the avalanche has gone twice.
I know.
No, the avalanche has only gone once.
No, it's gone twice. It went on
It's
10,
gone
and I think it
twice.
went on 20 too.
Yeah.
So
It goes on 10 and 0. So I understand you haven't gone again.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
All right. So
That
it is going
okay.
to because
okay.
the avalanche doesn't give a damn about you guys. So it's going to move another
that's the avalanche.
300 feet down the hill, down the mountain.
Jesus.
And Dapos, caught up in the webs, does not continue to move.
Aha!
It gets bludgeoned by 300 feet of avalanche and dies.
Like tripping on a treadmill and just getting dragged.
You do take 2 of bludgeoning damage though, as the snow continues to kind of go flow through and kind of around you, Dapos.
Yeah, but we have a cleric that can save us, so.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
he's
had
like
a
halfway
cleric,
down the mountain
half
already.
mountain
Yeah.
down.
Whee!
Ding, ding, ding.
All right. All right. So I'm trying to think. As Kusatik and Kohi, as you guys are falling down the sliding down the mountain, you guys also are able to get caught up into the web that Davos had spun, kind of getting entangled in it.
Hey, I save people!
So, you guys, Davos, I need everybody to make me a strength saving throw. We'll start off with that.
Me too.
Me too?
No, not Alice. Yes, you two, Davos. Just if you save, then you get half. Take half.
Yeah, no.
Am I
That
still
was a
considered inspired, or is that just a one-use thing?
You use
One
it.
year.
It's
Oh, it
for-
was just a one
You
use.
use the dice.
Okay.
Yeah, 1d6.
Okay. All right. So Davos, you take 2. Kosatik and Kohi. Kosatik, you take 2 bludgeoning damage and are caught up in the webs. Kohi, you take 1 bludgeoning damage and are caught up in the webs. Monty, you take 1 bludgeoning damage and are now 300 feet further down the mountain. So you are a total of 400 feet down from where you were before. Tehran, you take 1 bludgeoning damage and are also now 400 feet down the mountain from where you were before.
Well, shit.
And Nicola, you take 2 bludgeoning damage and are now 400 feet down the mountain from where you were before.
Ooh.
All right. And with that, it is going to be Monty's turn.
So, paint me a bit of picture of this. Are we like swimming through snow? Is it like worth like can you stand up in it, or is it like you trying to stand up in the middle of a raging like rapids?
I mean, it's like just trying to stand up in the middle of like a raging avalanche.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what I want to do, and we can figure it out then. So, if I want to look around and see if I can see Nicola, because I'm attached to the rope that Tehran's supposedly still holding on, and I'm attached to it. So I want to see if I can find Nicola, move towards him, and grab onto him. So at least we're all together.
Okay.
So do I see him, and can I try to, if he's moving with us, can I use my movement to get over to him and then try to grab hold of him?
It's tough to see here as the snow is starting to tumble you guys around as it falls down the mountain. Make me a perception check. Looking about, you don't have a good eye on Nicola. You have a shot as to where a safe spot along the edge may be, but you don't have a good eye on Nicola as you've been tossed about in this avalanche as it flows down the mountain.
All right, I'll move towards that safe spot.
Okay.
With all of my movement. So.
All right. So how much movement do you have?
30 normally.
All right. So use all 60 of your movement, and you end up right on the edge. You think that if you kind of brace yourself against the rock that you found, that you'll probably be safe from moving any further down the mountain.
Okay. And then so like as I get to it, I try to grab hold of the rope and do the best I can with whatever's gonna tug on the end. But yeah. So.
Okay. Sounds good. With that, Quixotic, you are up.
All right, so I am stuck to the side of a standing pillar. Is that what I'm getting?
It's kind of like a rock face that kind of a channel of sorts that is acting as a channel of sorts for the avalanche as it's flowing down the mountain.
Okay. So is there like an upper surface that I could get on top of? Like how high up is it?
I mean, you're probably up and over. You're probably looking at about 20 feet climb.
Those aren't the numbers that I wanted to hear, Keelan.
I know.
All right. So I have a climb speed equivalent to my movement because I took the potion of climbing. I think that's what it said, right?
Yep.
Equal to my walking speed. All right, so I will.
Well, okay. So you start your turn in the webs, though.
Yep. So I gotta make is it a strength check? Right?
Dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Oh no! What am I gonna do?
Those are not your speciality.
I rolled a 7, so 15 should pass. I think the pass is a 14.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I should be free then. Where's the? He posted web, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Webs are difficult terrain. So.
I guess I can't. All right, so if I.
You have about 5 feet of movement in the web to get to the edge of the rock wall.
So I will stand up, which has my movement. I will jump and grab the wall as the other 15 feet of my movement. And then I'm going to try and take a rope and throw it at, I don't know, I'm going to Okay, so I guess are you gonna allow me to do that as action before? I mean, as movement. So stand up would be half.
Okay.
Because I have the boots of.
Your movement's
springing and
30
striding.
normally, right?
It is normally 30.
Okay.
But it becomes what is it? And then I can.
So it's 15 feet
I
of movement to
can't
stand
jump
up.
further than my remaining movement would allow. So I could technically dash, but that doesn't count. So I have 15 feet of jump. So I'm asking if you would let me, as a movement, jump and basically grab the wall, or if you want an action for.
You're still about 5 feet out from the wall.
Right, but I have 15 feet of jump. The boots of stringing and striding make my movement my jump length, basically.
Okay.
So hang on,
The other way around, or did you mean that?
I don't know. Here, this is what it does.
Is it jump length or jump height, or either or?
Yes. It here. Did that work right? When I wear these boots, my walking speed becomes 30 unless your walking speed is higher. You can jump 3 times the normal distance, so you can't jump further than your remaining movement would allow. So basically my jump is tripled, which should be my movement. Either way, I should be able to jump at least to the barrier and up it. That's what I'm asking, is will you let me do that as movement, or do you want me to take an action to grab something?
I mean, it takes you 10 feet to move to the wall, and then you have 5 feet of movement to climb up of your movement.
Hang on.
Without having to use the boots of springing and striding, I guess.
Right, but I don't want to walk over the difficult terrain, so that's why I'm. Where the fuck is the? I don't know.
Was
I
that
heard a
was that
noise.
horn?
It sounded like a wheeze.
All right, we'll go. You're 10 feet up the wall now.
Okay, and then I will use my action then to draw a rope, and I don't think I have a grapple hook, so I'm just gonna draw a rope and throw it to Kohi, because Stavros is already stuck to the wall. And is Kohi stuck as well, or no?
Kohi is stuck in the webs as well.
Okay, well, I'll throw a rope at Kohi, so I'm on the wall, throw it, and then I'll kind of hang on to the other end and do whatever I can with it. If you'll let me, I don't know. I don't know how much action is action, because I don't know if I can tie it off and throw it, which I shouldn't be able to, so I'll hold on to one end and throw on the other. So I've got...
Let's say you're holding onto the wall, right?
I've got one hand on the wall, I draw something from the pack, throw and just hold from the other end.
Okay. Sounds
So
good.
I've got one end, other end is at Kohi.
Sounds
Do you
good.
want to roll for the throw or no?
Yes, roll me a strength check.
Strength check, or okay.
Or what do you want to use instead?
I would have just used a ranged attack, right? I can do it without my proficiency, so it'd just be a +4.
Sure.
Oh. I think this will do what I want it to.
I guess. What are you're rolling to see how accurate you are in getting it to Kohi?
Yeah,
or
if
you're
I can
rolling
get it
see
to him.
how strong you are in holding it.
No, I'm rolling it to get it. So I've got one end. I'm rolling it to get it to him, which it looks like I get dead on.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna worry about holding on to the thing when he starts tugging on it, basically.
All right, sounds good.
So I'll make that check when it happens.
You managed to hit Kohi directly in the noggin with the excess rope.
I
He
throw
gets it right in there.
into the shell. Yeah, it lands right in his armhole.
All right. With that, it's going to be Nico's turn.
How far away am I from the side still? Or I should say from the edge of the avalanche.
You are about 35 feet away from the edge of the avalanche, yeah.
All right, and getting up is half.
Half your move.
So if So if I do that and I dash, that would be half to 15, but then double to 30.
You have 45 feet of
no.
movement at that point.
You add 30 to the half if you take the action. So you 15 to get up, and then 15 left to move, and then you use your action to dash, which adds 30 to what movement you had.
Okay.
So you effectively can move 45 this turn.
I'll do that. I want to get the hell out of this white shit show.
Are you roped to some? No, he couldn't find you. Never mind.
Did Monty get out?
Monty is out on the edge, hiding underneath the edge of a rock face.
I braced myself and held the rope around. So.
Yeah, and
go ahead.
When I'm running out, I would be looking for like if there's like a rock to hide under to, make a shelter in case the avalanche like widens or something.
Okay. Make a perception check as you're running.
Perception. Why are you not working? There we go. Oh.
You found a spot that looks like it's out of the way, but you aren't sure how long it's going to be out of the way for.
Yeah, no, I will. I have a feeling that I don't feel too great about it, or I'm not super sure, so I'll just keep running.
Crazy confident.
All right. With that, Tehran, you are up.
I can see around me who's left in the snow. Kohi and Quicks, and that's it.
Looking around you directly, I just make me a perception check. You slid another 300 feet down, so.
I wasn't in the webs. Okay.
No, you were not in the webs. You were outside of the range of the webs. You were just like 5 feet outside the range of the webs.
Yeah. Quick question. Was Monty out before I started moving? Or did we all move, or did he not move before I started moving? I want the order of operations here, because I would argue that if he's out and then I'm moving and he's not moving, the rope would act as a pivot in some way, and I could maybe move closer to the edge by virtue of there only being so much rope.
He did not get out before the last movement of the avalanche.
Okay. So then we both moved together, and then he got out.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Then that makes it easier. Did I make a perception? Did I roll that?
That was Nicolo's.
Oh, that was Nicola. Okay.
Are you used to seeing critical failure perception checks?
Perception.
Yeah. Choose makes sense. 8 makes sense too. But yeah. If there's anybody like within a little bit of room.
You're lucky that you have the rope attached to you, and kind of following the direction of which it's being pulled taut. You do see Monty on the other end of the rope.
But nobody near me in the snow still.
You don't see anybody else near you in the snow.
Okay. I will use my movement and action to move the 25 more feet I needed. Was it 25 or 20?
You're about 25 feet away.
Oh, I can move 45, right? Technically. So I'll just get up and I'll crawl out.
Okay. Sounds good.
End of turn.
Okay. So with that, the avalanche continues to move before it finally comes to a rest as it moves its final 100 feet down the slope of the mountain. I need Kohi and Davos to make me strength saving throws.
Death.
Oh,
man. Good God.
Ow.
am I going with him?
That's awful.
Craps tables.
Yeah, I have advantage on the strength saving throws when I'm in my shell too.
That's how you got to roll 2
Hey,
points.
guys.
Advantage.
All right, so you both take 3 bludgeoning damage.
I
Cody,
take 30.
33.
As you've been stuck in this web and you've used it to brace yourself against it, but some sort of rock or something caught your shell and pulls you down an additional 100 feet as it breaks you free from the web. As you find yourself coming to a rest, and as you poke your head out a little bit, it is cold. You seem to be buried in snow.
Cool.
So currently you are blinded, restrained, and have total cover as you are buried in the snow.
Blinded, restrained, and prone. Cool.
And prone.
All
All right. So as with that, it is Alice's turn. Alice, the snow has stopped moving. You see, as you glance over the edge, about 100 feet down, you see Kosatik and Davpos kind of stuck to the edge of a webbed wall. Looking down, you see a little bit further, about 300 feet down below them, you see Nicola, kind of Monty and Tehran just trying to kind of get their feet beneath them, but Kohi is nowhere to be seen.
She's not here. She will probably move down to help the people near the webs, and then move on down after that, I presume.
All right, so she's gonna make the 100-foot movement towards.
She'll move 80. That's what she can move.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so she moves 80 feet towards Kosatik and Davpos. All right, that ends her turn. With that, Kohi, you are up.
Like a strength. Oh, I have to come out of my shell. Start coming out.
Okay. So what do you get to do anything special to come out of your shell, or?
I believe it's a bonus action. As an action, I can emerge from my shell with a bonus action.
Okay.
So,
so with a bonus action, you emerge from your shell and you begin to try and claw and dig and try and get your way out of here.
At least not be restrained. So yeah.
Okay. I need you to make me an athletics check. As you try to dig yourself towards some sort of semblance of surface.
And it's a straight roll. Oof. Nope.
You do not have a good grasp as to which direction to go, and you spend your round digging, but don't find the surface.
Yep. Turn.
Sounds good. Davos. You just watched Kohi break free of the web that you had set and get dragged down further in the mountain.
And the avalanche has stopped, right?
The avalanche has stopped at this point.
All right.
You think?
So first thing first, I will stop concentrating on web and it just disappears.
Okay.
And then I guess look over at Quixotic and say, can you see him? And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Sounds good. With that, Monty, you are up.
Got to come off mute. Okay, so I do know that there were other people. Like, I guess, what do I know at this point? Do I know anybody's lost in the snow or not? Like, did we see anything like I knew Tehran was there. I knew Nikola. Well,
y-
I guess I don't know. I don't know what I know.
Yeah, you know Tehran is by you. And glancing about, you do see Nikola just up the mountain from you a little bit. Glancing up the mountain a little bit further, you see Dapos, Tehran, and Alice coming down, but you do not see Kohi anywhere.
Okay, I'll run 30 feet. Well, I'm gonna run 60. I'll run my full distance down the mountain, and then I will shout as my bonus action, Kohi, if you hear me, be inspired to do whatever you need to do. So I guess if he can hear me and he's within 60 feet of me, he would be inspired. I don't have to see him, but he does have to be able to hear me.
Okay. Kohi, you do not hear him.
That still uses my inspiration though, right?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. With that, Quixotic, you are up.
All right. Did I see where Kohi went? I guess you don't know. I know I was looking at him because I threw the rope at him, but
you did see him slide down the mountain. You aren't sure how far he ended up going because he did get kind of tousled up and kind of mixed up with the snow. But you have a general direction as to where to go. You think he's probably some 100 feet or so beneath where you are.
All right, I'm gonna. So I believe that the snow's stopped moving currently, right?
The snow has indeed stopped moving as far as you
All
know.
I say I think he went this way to Davpos, and I'm going to hop down, and it shouldn't really cost movement because I'm just letting go. And I'm gonna dash and move towards where I think he is. So that's 60 feet, and then I'm going to use a perception check to try and narrow down if I can kind of find him either by sound or by a location of where his, some sort of weird dimple or movement in the snow.
Okay, sounds good. My pay perception check.
I will do that.
Okay.
Seven I've rolled today.
With a 15, looking about, you don't have a good eye on where Kohi is. You don't see any movement. There's no snow lumps that you can see. You think you're in the general vicinity, but you don't know an exact location as to where he's at.
Oh, okay. And I'm. You said I think he moved about 100 feet ish, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So I move 60 and then try and identify. But yeah, I let Davpos know I think he's in this direction, probably 40 more feet.
He was
down.
higher up than where I was, so I'd have to go up, and Alice has to go down. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
So I will let him know that I think he got taken under though, so I think he went this way. I think he's under the snow.
Are you shouting on the mountainside?
Oh yeah.
All right.
In the avalanche zone. It just happened. It can't happen again. I don't know
Yes,
about
it
mountains.
can.
I don't know anything about mountains or snow.
I'm not from around these parts.
I ain't from around these parts.
All right. All right. With that, it's gonna be Nicholas' turn.
Right, he was on the web for a while and then he fell off. Fuck. I didn't know that though.
Yes. From where I am, does the avalanche, is it still like roaring? Is it settled down now, kinda?
The avalanche has all but stopped, as far as you guys can tell, for all of you guys. It's like basically just this entire mass of snow has just shifted itself down 1,000 feet down the mountain.
Good riddance. I am going to very carefully try and plot a way up to the rest of the party up top.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you think, I mean, as you come over some of the boulders and large snow chunks, and you think that you can find a somewhat safe pathway up towards wherever Quixotic is going.
Okay. Did I mention I'm doing it carefully?
You did. I heard you. You didn't say that you were shouting or anything out to anybody else, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't really I never ventured into the mountains, right? I was just at sea and then wandering around the towns and stuff around here.
Correct.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, seeing that Nicola with his +5 in nature would know to like, oh shit, be a little careful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will try and path my way up to them while also trying to like I guess try and find a general pathway so that everybody that ended up around me can kind of get to me and follow me up. So we got one pathway going up.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So you did head up like 60 feet?
Yeah. Yep.
Sounds good. With that, Tehran, you were up.
I mean, I'm seeing everybody else kind of move in a general area, and I'm going that way. Can I make it there? I'm like 400 feet away, minus 60 at this point, so I'm just moving, right?
You're about at this point you're 400 feet away from where Davos and Quixotic were. You're probably about 300 feet away from where Kohei's shell or body may be.
I've got no real good way of communicating with him or finding him or doing anything other than making a check.
Okay.
So, kind of check would you like me to make? Survival, perception?
Make me a survival or perception, your choice.
They're both -1, so it doesn't matter. Boom. Sick.
Yeah. I mean, like judging based on the boulders and whatnot, there's a number of shapes kind of in the general vicinity up above you that looked like it might be Kohei sized.
I'll head towards any of them.
All right. With that, Alice is up.
She will do the same, but she's farther than anybody else. So she's
got
moving
more
80.
movement though, right? Yeah.
She's got 20 more movement than any of us, but she's also like 2 avalanches away from where I am. So yeah.
I'm gonna measure my movement in avalanches now.
Right.
Roughly
Okay,
3
so
avalanches.
she moves. She moved 80 feet down before, right?
Yeah. She
Right.
probably moved 80 feet 3 times by now.
This would be the second time.
Second time? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so she's moved 160 feet down the hill. She's closing in on likely where Kohei may be. So.
Okay.
All right. With that, Kohei, you are up. I need you to make me another athletics check as you try and dig yourself out of the avalanche. Unless there's something else that you want to do instead.
I'm gonna try to shoot a guiding bolt up through the. Can I just kind of? I'm proficiency in survival, so I know I can kind of get my. Can I? I don't want to spend an action. I think I would inherently know how to figure out which way is up.
That neat cloak that you have, do you have to see where you're going to use it?
I think I do.
You have to see?
I have to see where the point is. I have to see, period. I am blind. So I have snow all
Never
over my
mind.
face. 30 feet. Yeah, 30 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see.
Make me a survival check to see if you were tossed about pretty hard. Just to verify that you're going to try and shoot in the right direction. Okay. Yeah, I mean, even as hard as you got knocked around, you still have a pretty good idea as to which direction to aim your guiding bolt.
All right. Flare up.
Okay. Kohi shoots out a flare of a guiding bolt up through the snow. And everybody who's kind of looking in the general direction sees the spot of which it kind of comes out of the snow. And you guys all I'm assuming you guys all make a beeline towards that spot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It takes you guys a couple rounds to get to him and to begin to start digging. And you spend probably 2 minutes trying to dig Kohi out of the snow. And as you do so, you guys get down and your hand as it digs down, Kozatic, you scrape against something hard, and as you brush away, you see the green shell of your turtle friend hiding in the snow.
I found him. So
you spend another minute
And then we get
digging
in
him
there.
out,
Yeah.
and eventually you guys free Kohi from the avalanche.
Try and make sure that we got enough space for him to breathe first, I'm sure.
Thanks, everyone. That was a rough one.
I tried my
thank God
best.
you're
I'm
in that
sorry it didn't
shell.
work.
I thought we were going to make it. We were so close.
The shell acts as like those avalanche jackets where the thing puffs out of them.
Right?
James Bond had one of those. You're cool, like
Yeah.
James Bond. Without the rapey bits.
Without the rapey stuff.
Oh.
Without the rape.
15 knows and he yes, he's still yes.
Yeah, I remember that bit too.
Critic or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take the penis mightier for 500.
All right, so you guys
Therapist.
free Kohi and kind of trudge your way back up this, delicately trudge your way back up this avalanche field, trying to head back towards the whatever path you guys had tried to set out across from up top.
So now that we've had an avalanche, we can't have another one, right? Like all of the snow is gone.
No, that's not how these work.
Is that? Shoot, I'm not from around these parts.
We know.
It doesn't get old.
It doesn't.
I am no longer
for me, at
blinded,
least.
no longer prone, no longer restrained.
And you are not exhausted. All right.
Okay. So we want to end up here.
That is the direction of which you guys are heading towards.
See up.
And I'll keep an eye out for thuds. I don't know, noises that we hear, other people that might be trapped or something like that, or I don't know, any other signs of life, I guess, other
Okay.
than the goats. Those goats suck.
Okay.
Fuck those goats.
Make me an active perception check then.
I will do that.
Sounds good.
Not hot dice rolls today.
All right. You guys continue to head across the avalanche field. eventually making it to the other side without any further incidents. As you guys continue along the steep, snow-covered incline, dotted with jagged rocks, you see laying face down in the snow a humanoid figure, bloodstained, cold, with wearing bloodstained, cold-weathered clothing.
Does he
help that person?
Does he match the general description of? I mean, not that it matters. I mean, we're gonna try and help him, but
Well, here's the question: is it the biggest guy we've ever seen? Is it the halfling, or is it Connor?
well, there was a third. There was a tiefling too.
She was
But
female.
But face down, ass up
He
is
said
not
male.
an easy way to identify a person.
Face down, ass.
He said male, blonde.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought, could have swore you did.
I said you see a humanoid figure laying face down, wearing
Okay.
cold weather clothing.
Face.
Okay, is it?
Ass
Yeah,
up.
it's one of 4 people. So let's go look.
Let's go find out. It's one of 3 people because if he's not gigantic or tiny, it's one of 2 people. I don't know. Let's go find out who the heck this
All right.
is.
As you get up closer, you see a rugged, bearded man in his prime.
Does he look gay?
He looks barely conscious as you come upon
That's pretty
him.
gay.
Hey, you're the one who came upon him.
Dumb.
It's the game.
That doesn't make me gay. All right, go ahead. Sorry. Very, very bad jokes.
So, all right. So you cast healing hands on him.
Yep.
All right.
5 hit points.
Okay. This man, as you kind of touch him, who are you guys?
We're the Dawn Seekers. We're searching Connor.
Garrett?
Garrett.
Garrett, Connor sent us, right?
Hey, I've got bad memory. Leave me alone.
I've got notes somewhere. They're just
It was
spread out.
Garrett. It was Keegan sent us.
Keegan sent us.
Thank goodness you guys. I am Garrett.
Garrett.
Mission complete. Let's go home.
All right. First things first. He probably needs heat, and like
yeah,
a
we
cliff
can go
wall or
back to
something.
base camp and start a fire, though.
True.
So hold on. I mean, are there other people in the party missing?
Have
Do we
you
care?
have you come across the 3 others?
Well, we were just in an avalanche, so no.
We saw your tent, and 5 of the 6 dogs down below at the base camp. The 6-dog boy made it home to Keegan. He's kind of how we knew to come look for you, and we haven't seen anybody else so far.
Oh, man. Further up the mountain, as we were climbing up towards the peak that we were climbing towards, a Yeti had surprised us, and it got the better of us. I tried to lure the Yeti away from the others, and it chased me down the mountain as this far, and that's where, and kind of your healing hands has healed the wound that he attempts to point to, but the Yeti had scratched into me, but you guys, I ended up leaping off of the cliff face up there and landed here, and I thought this is where the Yeti was going to finish me off. And
Where did you leap from? Goodness.
Kind of points up, and about 15 feet up, you see a kind of a small little like cliff face.
Damn.
So I thought I was going to be done for. But
What were you adventuring or searching for up here, aside from a Yeti?
they were searching for adventure. They were, as some people do, attempting to climb peaks that others have not, or just climbing for the heck of it.
Some people buy a Lamborghini, Chevy. What the hell is Corvette? Yeah, I get it. Okay. So your friends, your adventuring party was up above there when you last saw them?
When I last saw them, they were attempting to hold their own against the Yeti that was up there. They were attempting to run the opposite direction of me as I tried to have the Yeti follow me. And kind of as he says this, Kozatek, with your 18 perception, you hear, just barely hear it, the sound of a tumbling rock. And looking over, you see a large white cat.
Hey, cat.
Looking like it is attempting to sneak up on you.
You're not alone.
And that's where we're going to pick up next time.
Hey.
Hey.
The thingers.
Hey. And we're
Colin, is
all
she
level
okay?
6.
Ooh, Rihanna? Yeah, she's
Yeah.
fine. Just
Okay.
tired.
Gotcha.
So, cool, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
It was
Yeah, that was
interesting to run.
Mhm.
That was something I've
avalanche
never
was
seen
fun.
before, and it's actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
Avalanche as a character.
I definitely wanted to ride Kohi.
Can't wait for the fan art to come for the avalanche
yeah.
as a character.
She could have been buried with me. That would have been fun.
All right.
If we'd
Well,
had
I'm-
5 more feet, I'd have used him as a sled.
I will say this: I'm still working on that hallway scene that we had, and so give me a minute. Let me finish that one up, and I'll see if I can start this one up then.
Always
Oh,
seen.
nice.
Yeah, that one hallway scene at the very end of the last dungeon of Thermine, where we were all huddled around the door in the hallway.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
almost done with sketching it out, so give me a
Oh,
minute.
nice.
I'll see if I can get this one sketched.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
So, cool, guys. Well,
Awesome.
we got to see some old friends.
Mm.
Oh, God.
Yes. That was cool. I like that.
And you guys found
Hold out
Garrett.
hope for more.
Oh my God, if
So-
we run into anyone else, I'm gonna freak out.
If Blair actually watches this, we'll say hi.
Hi,
He-
Blair.
I had texted him last week and said, "Hey, we're coming into a city, and would it be cool if Balthazar was an NPC in it?" So
Was it
I'll say this:
essentially-
if you need somebody to be an assassin, Yorikai is waiting for you right now.
so
And
he said, "Heck yes, that sounds awesome." So
Cool.
I'm sure we'll be back to finish out that quest that he left us. So
Yeah,
we'll
it's
probably
already
be
been
speaking to him
established that
more.
Tony ran the library in Bryn Shander.
Mm.
yeah,
Might also
Yeah.
run into Tony.
yeah. So
Is this before or after our journey?
This is like 5 years after what we did, I think, right?
it is an undetermined amount of time after our journey.
So it is after.
Yeah. So
God,
enough,
I'm really
enough
worried
time
about running into a
for
level 20 Yorikai now.
enough time for Balthazar to become the town speaker of Caer Konig. So
To halfway
So like
straighten
however
this shit out.
however long it takes for hell to freeze over sort of scenario or
Literally.
kidding. Not kidding.
so
His
I'm
whole
kidding, not
plan was
kidding.
to raise an army. How? Like, what episode of Scared Straight was he in to decide he wanted to be mayor instead?
Well, I mean, he still could potentially have an army.
yeah, we don't know what he's doing in his
Yeah, but we have a
hours.
Hulk.
He's undercover as a mayor.
Just
Yes,
day
you might
job.
have an army, but we have a Hulk. Its name is
Yeah.
Alice.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
That's right.
So,
Mm.
all right, guys.
Okay.
Well, we will see you guys next week to figure out what this Craig cat is going to do.
Die.
With you guys.
I heard plural. What happened about
Did you?
plural?
You saw
Yeah.
one. That's all you saw.
That is true. I did saw one.
Well, I guess I can just cast 3 fireballs in 18 seconds again.
Yep.
And
And
then
have another
and not
avalanche
have
come
any
down
for the Yetis
Yeah, that sounds bad.
that are confirmed on this mountain.
So,
Yeah, I would rather not just wake up next to a cat in the little like pocket of avalanche next to me. Doesn't
Right.
sound fun.
Nope.
so
I mean,
Not at all.
Craig cats are like real cats. If you're dead, they'll eat you immediately. They won't wait.
That's
Why is
comforting.
he still
That is
alive?
comforting. They have that
Bye,
in
guys.
common with house cats. All right.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.